So our project was looking at the different perspectives and needs of different stakeholders within dual language immersion programs in FCPS. We looked at two dual language immersion programs, specifically one that focused on Korean English immersion, and then the team that I was a part of, which was Spanish.
Some key pillars of part of our research question is understanding access, awareness, agency, and advocacy within dual language immersion.
We were really just exploring what decisions facilitate or constrain the access to equity for students within the program.
We began with an intensive boot camp with our mentors and our graduate research assistant to learn different data analysis methodologies and kind of prepare us to go interviewing and enter into classrooms. And we worked from grades K through 6 at doing participant observations within the classroom.
And the goal is to identify a group of specific learners or a specific population's needs. What are their communicative needs in that language or in that context, and then to adapt the curriculum and design the curriculum based on those needs.
We had them split into two teams, so that there's a Spanish team that worked with Laurel Ridge Elementary School, and then the Korean team that worked at Colin Powell Elementary School. So they started by collecting data using ethnographic observation and then by writing field notes.
We also were able to do interviews with parents, both those who language background is in Korean and language background in English. Some of the teachers who were both in and outside of the immersion program. We conducted surveys with immersion teachers, non-immersion teachers, and parents.
We also, before we left the school building, did a linguistic landscape. So taking pictures of everything on the walls, how present is the language in the physically represented in the school building.
This summer Team Impact Grant is an invaluable opportunity to foster community of practice, civic engagement, and also we hope to meaningfully contribute to the curricular improvement and also pedagogical practices to train, to prepare the pre-service teachers who are interested in teaching at local bilingual schools.
I'm actually like a former FCPS student. This has been like kind of personal for me. I think education is incredibly important for students and for people in general to build up life skills, to socialize, but I think also to develop personal identities, and language is a big core part of that. And I hope with this project we're able to give the county, schools and people at even at the national level the tools to be able to create an accessible and equitable environment for which students are able to thrive.
I believe FCPS is gradually starting to make more Korean dual language immersion programs. We've worked with the only Korean dual immersion program. By analyzing the needs, we hope that we can further the development, the success of the programs. They were meant to promote academic development, language development, and social development.
We overall hope that the results of our research can contribute to not just the local community, but the larger community and the growing literature on dual language immersion programs around the U.S.
I am used to access in advocacy through public health, so this was really me learning what it meant on an education front, what it meant to be accessible and equitable.
Before I was involved with this program, I kind of studied Korean only in class. So for me, it was fantastic to go out and get to learn more about the culture, learn more about how they interact with each other, and kind of see for myself, who's interested in both Korean language and education in general.
They were able to design their research with mixed methods research design and task-based needs analysis.
I'd like to mostly shout out our incredible mentors for this STIP project, Dr. Moon and Dr. Serafini. They've been really helpful in teaching us different methodology and really supporting us through the process.
They have such great insight and knowledge about all of this. They're the ones who kickstarted all of this. They're always there, they're so attentive and making sure that we're all doing fine and being a great guide for us.
Yeah, working with my mentors, fellow RAs, getting to communicate more with the teachers that I've worked with in the immersion program, getting to know their actual needs. In pushing this project and pushing this research, I can better understand them more and further work with them in the future. I'm really excited to see where the program will go and just like see it develop for future generations. So.